Former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris finally agree on something. They want to end taxes on tips. Emma Withrow from the Fact Check team joining us now to break down the history of all of this. And Emma, it goes back quite a bit.
Yeah, a long ways, all the way back to the medieval era, actually, in Europe, when masters would give their servants some extra money if they were performing well. But that whole concept later transformed into a common practice after the Civil War here in the U.S. Historians say many freed slaves took on positions as servants, waiters, barbers, etc., and were either paid nothing or very little under the condition that guests would offer a small tip instead. But by 1938, through the federal government, they passed the Fair Labor Standards Act that said employers need to pay their tipped employees a minimum wage. Right now, the minimum wage for tipped workers is $2.13.
Give us some background on when the government decided to actually start taxing tips.
Yeah, so what I found out about that is when that 1938 law was passed, it allowed tips to get counted towards wages, making them taxable income, but it really wasn't until 1982 that the federal government really started cracking down on reporting tips with the Tax Equity and Fiscal Responsibility Act.
Yeah, that 1982 law, what types of regulations did that cover, put in place to try to crack down on actually taxing tips?
It basically just said that you have to, as an employer, require your employees to report how many tips they're getting. Nothing can be happening under the table anymore. It all needs to be reportable through the IRS.
All right, Emma, thank you. And with the DNC coming up, it'll be interesting to see if any more proposals come to light. For more on this Fact Check team topic, including links to their sources, scan the QR code on your screen or visit the nationaldesk.com.